Shri Guru Namaha children. Today we are going to see the lesson, the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. First we are going to see what is negotiable. The word negotiable means transferable from one person to another in return for consideration. The word instrument means a written document by which a right is created in favor for a certain person. So, a negotiable instrument is a document which entitle a person to a certain sum of money and which is transferable from one person to another by mere delivery or by endorsement and delivery. Okay, the delivery and endorsement has been explained subsequently in this chapter. So, first we are going to see the meaning of negotiable instrument. According to section 13 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, a negotiable instrument means a promissory note, bills of exchange or check payable either to order or to a bearer. Okay, so overall the negotiable instrument is a transferable our ownership to somebody else. Okay, and then the negotiable instrument is a promissory note, bills of exchange, and check. Everything we are saying, no, everything we can transfer and give to someone. Okay. Now we are going to see the characteristics of negotiable instrument. Transferability. First, we are going to see the transferability. A negotiable instrument is transferable from one person to another person without any formalities. Without any formalities, you can transfer to somebody else, such as affixing stamp, registration, etc. You can sign and give, you can affix that stamp and give, whatever it may be, you can sign and give. Okay. In other words, the property in the instrument can be transferred to mere delivery or by endorsement and delivery. Okay. So, in case it is payable in order. Okay. And then title of the holder free from all defects. A person taking the instrument is good faith and for value is known as holder in due course. When the instrument is held by holder in due course in the process of negotiation, it is spared all the defects in the instrument with respect of ownership. In other words, even though the right of the person who transferred the instrument to a holder in due course is defective, okay, the title of the holder in due course is superior. He or she need not return the bill to term owner. So, for example, A sold certain goods to B. Okay, B gives the bills of exchange to S for the price. Later, B refused to pay the bills of exchange on the ground that the goods supplier are defective. Meantime, they endorse the bill to C. In this case, B defense is of no value. So, C is a holder in due course. His title is not affected by certain defects like fraud or misrepresentation or any mistake. Okay. And then try to transfer to sue. You can easily sue the case. Though a bill, a promissory note or a check represents a debt, the transferee is entitled to sue on the instrument in his own name in case of dishonor. Sometimes if check is dishonor or bills of exchange is dishonor, the transferee can sue the case without giving notice to the debtor that he has become his holder. Okay. Negotiable instrument. There are three negotiable instruments we are having. One is bills of exchange, check, and then promissory note. First, we are going to see bills of exchange. This is the format. This is the format of bills of exchange. Okay. Bills of exchange means according to section 5 of the Negotiable Instrument Act, a bill of exchange is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional order signed by the maker directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the order of the certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. So, the bills of exchange or check or whatever it may be, it is a writing an unconditional order. So the maker will be signed and then to whom he is going to give the amount. That also they have mentioned. Okay. So the some characteristics also is there in bills of exchange. Okay. What is a character? A bills of exchange is a document in writing. So writing only we are giving. And then the order must be unconditional. And then the instrument must be signed by the person who draws it. So who is writing that instrument, it should be sign and give. The document must contain an order to pay. So to whom he is going to give, that order should be there. The amount that is required to be paid must also be specified in the bill. So how much amount he is going to give, that also he is going to pay, that also they will be mentioning in the bill itself. And then it must comply with formalities regarding date, consideration, stamp. The bill may be payable on demand or after a specified period. So particular period also they will be mentioning in the bill itself. Okay. Next we are going to see check. You know very well about check, isn't it? So usually our parents are using this checkbook cutout. So you know that very well. Check. The meaning of check. According to section of the Negotiable Instruments Act 1881 defines a check as a bill of exchange drawn on a specified banker and not expressed to be payable otherwise than on demand. If you are demanding only, they will pay the amount and then particular bank name will be mentioned in that check. Okay, that is very important. So the specified banker and then a specified person only they will be giving the amount payable, otherwise they are not demand. Okay, and then features of check. So many features are there in check. Okay, so you can see in check, you can see this. You can name of the bank will be there, and then self. If you are taking for yourself in the sense you have to put self. Otherwise, you have to mention the name of the person, and then or order, and then how much amount you are going to give. Everything will be mentioned in the check itself, and then you have to sign and give. Okay, and then this instrument is in writing. You have to write and give in pencil. They are not accepting while you are writing in pencil. Okay, the banker will never accept because of the risk involved. Okay, and then a certain sum of money only, a particular amount you have to mention. Then only they will pay the amount, and then signed by the drawer whom you are going to give. So, particular person is the account holder in the sense that sign should be there. Okay, and then pay it to be certain. The check must be payable to the certain person or to the order of the certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. The word person includes bodies corporate, local authorities, association, holders of office of an institution, etc. You can mention. Okay, do you understand, children? Then promissory note. So promissory note, according to section 4 of the Negotiable Instrument Act, a promissory note is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional undertaking signed by the maker to pay a certain sum of money only to or to the order of a certain person or to the bearer of the instrument. Okay, see this promissory note, no, it must be in writing. It's an oral promise pay does not a constitute of promissory note. Orally, if they are saying in the sense, it is not a promissory note. It must contain a promise or undertaking to pay mere acknowledged of the indebtedness will not make a promissory note. It must be signed by the maker. The signature must be in any part of the instrument and it need not be at the bottom. Okay. The promissory note originally made payable to bearer is illegal. Okay, the promise to pay must be unconditional. In other words, the promise to pay must not depend upon the happening of any uncertain events. The sum payable must be certain and must be specified in the note itself. A bank note or a currency note is not a promissory note. A promissory note must be sufficiently stamped. Okay, the payee must be certain. A note is valid even if the payee is misnamed. are indicated by his official designation only. Alternative payee are permissible in law, but it must be made payable or order ordinarily. Okay, so these are all the negotiable instruments. And then endorsement. Endorsements in the sense signing in the back of the instrument. Okay, that is called as endorsement. When the maker or a holder of a negotiable instrument signs the same, otherwise than as such maker, the purpose of negotiation on the back or face thereof or on the slip of a paper annexed thereto, or so signed from the same purpose of stamped paper intended to be completed as a negotiable instrument. He is said to endorse the same and is called the endorser. Section 15 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. See this negotiable instrument, no, it is a person signed on the back of the instrument with a view to transferring his interest therein. So he is said to be endorsing it. Though endorsement can be made on the face of the instrument also, it is usually made on his back. If there is no place in the sense, they will annex the paper or they will stamp paper. They will annex. Okay, that they will do. And then, if the space of the back is insufficient, the piece of paper can be attached to the instrument for this purpose. This piece of paper is called along they will say. Okay, this so many reasons we are endorsing. Okay, so endorsement is to be made on the face of the instrument or on its back. It is usually made on the back of the negotiable instrument. So whatever it may be, if it is a check, if it is a bills of exchange, or if it is a promissory note, we can endorse and give. Signing in block letters does not constitute regular endorsement. You should not write it in the block letters. Endorsement must be in link. Endorsement for only a part of amount of the instrument is valid. It can be made only for the entire amount also. Okay. A person duly authorized to endorse a check or a bill must indicate that he is signing in on behalf of his principal by using such word for on behalf of per pro, like that you can use it. Okay. However, the instrument has been partly paid. It's not that the effect can be given on the instrument and endorsement made for the balance amount. Okay, we understand children what is endorsement, what are all the negotiable instruments? Do you understand?